Hey everyone, it's Alfred here, and today I'm shooting another video in the British properties at night. I just happen to be in an area. This is actually because I'm not sure if you guys saw the other videos I shot of me just going up showing you guys the view. This is the second one I kind of filmed. I don't know, probably about 3 days after that. So nevertheless, this is going to be very similar to the second video shot where instead of going right at Folkestone, I just went straight ahead. So I'm sure this looks kind of familiar with you guys. Same thing. So I'll be driving down here, and the funny thing I always tell to all my clients or friends that come here, as a joke, but at the same time I kind of do mean it seriously. If any of you guys are reading or fortunate to have a place in British properties or know anybody that has a place in British properties that needs to be looked after while you guys are gone for vacation or wherever, I mean, I'm sure you already know I'd be more than happy to do it, like, for free, basically, obviously, because I love to do that. And I'll take care of do whatever needs to be done, make sure everything is taken care of while you're gone. And of course, I mean, if it makes you guys feel any better, we could always split the cost, or I guess I cover the whole cost for content insurance if you're always afraid of anything else. But I mean, with that being said, I'm sure because I do actually with that being said, actually I do actually also housekeep for one of my friends who actually his dad has a business of building luxury homes, like mansions and all that, in areas in Shaughnessy, which is one of the videos I shot too, but nothing in the British properties here. And sometimes I would actually housekeep for his clients when they're gone. So that's always fun. But I mean, for the most part, those clients themselves have their own family and stuff to look after it. So I don't look at, I guess, that often. But of course, it's always a pleasure when I do it. But like, with that being said, if anybody has a place in British properties here, yeah, I'll be more than happy to look after it. And like I said, if it makes it feel any more comfortable about it, we can always, like I said, split the cost of a content insurance or I'll cover the whole thing, right? So like I said, guys, so like I'm coming up here. This is the second place, sorry, similar to the second video I shot before. I'm not sure if you remember here. This is the part where I kind of stopped and showed you the crazy wall that the house is gonna be built here, but I mean, it's really dark and there'd be no point for me to turn in because you'll just be seeing like a black space. So I'm gonna keep driving now. Just to show you how everything kind of connects. So over to the left here, I mean, there's a lot of actually new development happening here. I would say probably the last year and a half, like I mentioned before, like a lot of new developments. I'm not sure how many houses, but if I had to guess, in this particular area, it's probably at least 10 houses I've seen that going up, which I know is not a lot for that number, but you also gotta remember these houses are all like mansions. They're like, like they're all like 5 million up. I believe those are all like at least 7 and 8. Oh, and that intersection just passes where the intersection I always like to bring up, the Willoughby and Folkestone. That's where it all connects. So last time I made a left up here, if you remember, and I showed you guys the view where I kind of walked out of my car. So here I'm just going straight. Like I mentioned in the second video here, on the right there's a restaurant, and there's also real estate listing. And the funny thing is, I have yet to go to this restaurant. I would love to go, actually. I've never gone, and like I said, I always kind of joke this is a great place to have a restaurant here, because you can charge whatever price you want, because all these people, right, pretty much will pay for regardless of what the price is for the most part. So, but yeah, I've actually never gone to that restaurant. I actually would love to go, just to kind of experience it. And then the funny thing is, I have one of my friends whose parents are quite successful. They do like real estate and all that, and they actually have been to that restaurant a couple of times. They said it's good, which I guess I kind of expect that, but they said it's also very expensive, which I would expect too. So as I'm driving here, I'm sure you remember on a house on the left here, this is one of my favorite houses too, the one with a lot of pillars. Like I was mentioning, I'm not sure what it is, but I always love houses with like a lot of pillars and just a lot of palm trees and stuff. I don't know why. just for me in general, my I guess the housing style like is probably something that's more like a Renaissance style. For me, that's probably one of my favorites. I love modern too. That's one of my favorites too. But yeah, if I could choose a style, I would say Renaissance style. Like I love a lot, like kind of close to almost royalty style. I love things with like a lot of pillars, a lot of moldings and all that, like hand painted walls, marble flooring, all that, you know, crazy stuff. So I love that kind of stuff with, like, you know, pools and stuff. Like, I'm sure everyone likes that style, but yeah, that's my personal preference. If I had to, like, when I go build my house or buy a house, that's like my personal preference would be that. And the house that one of the houses that I stayed in that was, I guess I was mentioning, was the $14 million mansion in Shaughnessy, and that was actually a Renaissance style too. I would actually put up some pictures, but I guess just because of just due to due to privacy, I guess I won't for now. I guess I'll ask the owner if it's all right with them. But nevertheless, with the houses there, the house that I was in, it was really nice. It was $14 million. I'm not sure how much it ended up selling for, but that house, it was really nice. I remember the first time my friend opened the door, I was like pretty awestruck, actually, so to speak. Because the thing I love about a lot of houses in Shaughnessy is, don't know how to explain. A lot of the houses are very, how do I explain this? Kind of subtle at the entrance. It's nothing, like, it's still large and all, but it's nothing that it's, I'm not sure what's the proper term, like, I don't want to say show off, but it's something that really grabs your attention, like that much. You can see it's really big and it's really classy, but it's very, like, I guess humble, I guess, so to speak. It's really kind of blends in, and that's kind of the style of Shaughnessy. But of course, once you open the door and look at the interior, it's really crazy, because once they open the door, it's, I guess the only thing I'm related to is maybe like Caesar's Palace. Like, literally, once you open this, you know, marble flooring all over the place, everything's cut flowers. It's pretty nuts. And then there's also, you know, gold moldings all over the place, and it's actually like gold foam, gold painted, so it's pretty crazy. And there's, like I mentioned, hand painted walls, all the pillars, all the moldings you can think of. So it was quite nice, obviously. So like I mentioned before, I lived in there for a week, so it's, yeah, I loved it. That was awesome. So never was able to live in that place again, or sorry, housekeep that place again, just because, like I said, the owner sold it after. So I was only able to stay there once, but nevertheless, that was pure crazy. I remember actually when I was living there, I'm not sure if I mentioned, I pretty much went all out. I would have had like steak and lobster every day, red wine. Like, I really went all out. I mean, that day I would spend like easily $300 or more just on food. I mean, it's kind of a waste, but I guess it was kind of like at the moment kind of thing. I want to kind of really live it to the fullest, while how I thought I was living it to the fullest for, I guess, my personal preference. So yeah, that was awesome, and I really wish I was able to live there again. So but I guess the good news is that same client is building, you know, another, I think, 2 or 3 more mansions, so in that same area. So and most of them are kind of similar style, so hopefully when she's not living there, I get to stay there again. So so I'm going driving down here, guys, and I'm sure now it looks very familiar, because I'll be going same thing to the intersection where is Folkestone Willoughby again. So we'll be turning down here, and this is where it kind of all connects. This is where I first initially came in, and this is where I made a left when I was going up. Folkestone Chippendale, my bad. And hope you guys got a good view of the there of the bridge here. And like I said, we'll be passing by another one of my favorite houses, which I mentioned in the first video, the one with kind of the waterfront in the beginning here on the left. I'm not sure you guys can really see it, but yeah, those are probably one of my 2 favorite houses. I mean, I love all the houses here, but yeah, those are probably definitely 2 of my favorite ones. I always joke to my friends, once I get $10 million, I'm actually just gonna walk up to the house, knock on the door, and ask the owner to sell me his house. Okay, so everyone, I guess I'll just end it here. As always, like I said, definitely, if you guys happen to be in the area, definitely check it out. You'd be definitely blown away. I mean, definitely won't disappoint you at all. And of course, as always, comment below and just tell me what you think, and what are some of the areas that, you know, you love to go, and what motivates you. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye now.